Okay, hello and welcome to another best of 3 Kaldheim draft. An interesting pack one pick one, I think. Some very strong cards. And I'm eyeing Clarion Spirit here as the best card in the pack. Or Magda. I think I'll go for Magda. I think Magda is it's very close, but I think Magda is just a tiny bit better. I wouldn't also fault you for taking Path of the World 3 if that kind of deck is more what you're into. I think both Magda and Clarion lead to a rather aggressive type of game. I think they're very close, but I'll in the rare. Let's see who's at my table. Picky, Baby Belarus, Dintp, Fpot77. Wow. Double Wizard and Trackled. Nothing that I know. Yeah, so it's sad to pass the Clarion Spirit here, but I think the Magda is just it's just better. So take the Magda. Great follow-up to the Magda in the form of Kaldheim Doomscorch. Other fine cards in the pack are the Veil, Raven Wings, the Stronghold, of course, the Kaldheim Doomscorch. It's me and Black Red. I don't mind Black Red for now. There's no red card to speak of outside of the Kaldheim, so Kaldheim it is. Hey Marnik, no, we're not drafting green right now. Ooh, that's a pretty late Avalanche color. And also the second Shimmer draft fill that I see. But I think it's just Frostbite here. Keep curving the red lane, carving the red lane, and see where we end up. Good evening, Marnik. How is life? How is life? I was just saying that I have a Discord meeting in a couple of, could be minutes, could be half an hour, but I'll probably be taking that during the draft. Ooh, this is a very late pack mate here. Pick 4. There's a rare missing here and 2 commons. So people took 2 commons over Cerul's pack mate. There is a red common missing, so there was most likely a Demon Bolt pack. So somebody passing to me is in red, probably. Ah, a day off. That's always nice. But I think the Packmate is just the best card here, and I'll take it. Okay, another pack with no red cards, so red is definitely not flowing my way. Green, however, is. There's an Elder Hall. I think the best card in the pack in the vacuum is the Rune of Flight, but, well, going into another color, I think, for Rune of Flight. It could be Scamfar Elder Hall. Turn upon the Tide. Feels bad to abandon red here already. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. This is a very tough pack for me. I think I'll go Elder Hall. But that was really close, and I'm not sure what was right. Okay. So no red to speak about, hardly any green here. This is not the ideal start to a draft. I will admit that. I don't mind the run amok if I end up red-green. Also take the Rimewood Falls, maybe the Snow Payoffs wheel. I think I'll speculate using the Rimewood Falls. I could also speculate using the Frost, but I think Rimewood Falls is simply the best snowland. Maybe I should be snow this draft, we'll see. It's a strange draft so far, right? We started out with the Magda, into Doomscorch, into Frostbite, so we were carving the red lane. Then the red sort of dried up. Now we have this strange bunch of cards. Dwarven Reinforcements is not a bad card. Also take the Ice Tunnel. Try to draft the Snow deck. Like if I don't take the ice tunnel here and the collar and wheels, I feel very bad about myself. Dwarven reinforcement is a nice card to have with the Magda. Okay, I'll pick reinforcement. Okay, both Horizon Seeker and Raven Wings are fine cards. I think I'm on Raven Wings because they're definitely better 3-drops for my deck. Pick the first Raven Wings here. Okay, seeing Jasper and Gladewalker here is great. I think I'll lock in the Jasper. It'll help me cast my spells. Rare, yeah. I didn't even notice the rare, honestly. I'll pick the Jasper. Okay, so we're probably not playing these two. We're probably just a Gruul deck. It's not the most open Gruul lane I have been in, but so far the deck is reasonable. So far. Let's mute my my WhatsApp. It's distracting me and it's probably distracting you as well. Okay, so pick 9. So this is the wheel. Sad about picking the Raven Wings earlier. I could take the Mentor. Or a bit of a go wide deck then. Oh. The ideal start to a draft, that's for sure. Could definitely pick up the Carve. Mentor crews Carve pretty nicely. So does Packmate. Take the Carve. Pick the Return Upon the Tide. 4-hour. Yeah, the 5/5 elf was definitely something to consider there. Yeah, I totally agree. But I took the reinforcements over it, right? Oh, Harrow. I think it's just Valk here. Yeah, there's no way I'm picking a Bolt here or whatever over the Valky. So I'll try to be red, green, splash, black. Or the other way around. Green, black, splash, red. Or maybe just green, black. We'll see. Shimmer Veil, I would like that a lot, but Finn is just too strong. Finn is such an insanely strong card, so I'll pick up the Finn here. Oh, I passed Trickery, yeah. Ooh, Poison Cup is sweet here. Sulfurmire, also very sweet here, but I think Cup is just too strong. I would definitely like something like Sulfurmire to wheel. Fix my mana base a bit. Could also use more Sentinels. Fix the mana. Yeah, that was definitely a good pack, yeah, absolutely. That was definitely a good pack. I should pick a bit slower probably. I mean, people are not passing this fast anyway. Oh wow, hey Giash, thanks for the raid, mate. That is awesome. Welcome everyone that comes from Giash's stream. Much appreciated. Much appreciate the love. Unfortunately, I just started the draft, so you're dropping in pack 2, pick 3. So far it has been quite a tough draft. I started out with a Magda, into the Cardur Doomscourge, into a Frostbite, and I thought I was in the red lane, but red got completely cut off. So now I'm looking to be Gruul with a Black Splash, I think, for Valky God of Lies. I opened the Valky pack 2, so that was pretty sweet. So a lot of ways this deck can still go. Let me see. I'm not a big Calvary fan. Don't have an insane amount of legendaries, so I don't think that's the pick. She's also double green. It's not something we're going to do. Vicious Return would be the pick, but I don't really have creatures that I want to throw away right now. Not big on that. I think it's just a cavalry. It's just a very solid 2-drop. So I'll pick that up here. It's also a dwarf with the Magda, so I think that's a totally reasonable pick. Ooh, Shimmerdrift Veil is a gift here. That fixes my mana really nicely. Mana base is looking very sketchy so far, so yeah, I could use multiple cards out of this pack, right? I would be fine with a Disciple. I would maybe even be fine with a Faithful, given that I have a Return Upon the Tide. So not a back pad at all, but I'll take the Veil and be very happy to make my mana base a bit more usable. G-Ash, how did the stream go, mate? What did you do? Did you play Arena or MTGO? I assume MTGO. Did you do best of 3 drafts there? I think I'll pick up another reinforcements and see if I can get this dwarf thing going. I don't have a color as a base yet though, like I'm not base anything. I wouldn't mind ending up base green, but so far it isn't looking like it. Okay, Gladewalker is a dwarf, that works. Also a fine 2-drop, and it establishes my green base a bit more. I think black is the splash, which is why I'm not leaning Shadow Sage. I think I want to be a bit more aggressive and play the Gladewalker. Outrider is also a consideration, but I just like the fact that Gladewalker is a dwarf. I think it's Sentinel here. I mean, seeing the second Shadow Sage pass me by does hurt a bit. But I think Sentinel is very nice in fixing my mana. Okay. Some very sweet cards here. I wouldn't mind the Rune, I wouldn't mind the Firewalker, and I wouldn't mind the Gladewalker. I think I'm on the Rune here. Maybe I can pick up a pick later on. Rune is great with Finn. Gives another creature Death Touch. I'm on Rune here as being the best card in the pack. Land is fine. I'll probably play that. Try to get the value out of that. I have 2 of the playable uncommon lands, which I really like. Another Shadow Sage, but also another reinforcements. I'm going very wide with all these reinforcements. I need some go wide payoffs. Let's see if I can get any. Hagimop is pretty sweet with Rune of Mortality. Can try making that work. Nothing here for me. I'll take your intruder away. Flashing Success for the sideboard. Who knows? We need it. Annul. Okay. So we're going into pack 3 here. Quite a mess, honestly. Don't think Boreal Outrider is good enough, given that I only have a Shimmerdrift Veil right now. Maybe this is just a 3rd Sentinel. What am I doing with all these Sentinels though? I think it's just a 3rd Sentinel. I could also go Outrider and maybe hope to pick up a couple more Snowlands. I'm not really looking to pick those. Yeah, Phil could be a sideboard card, but would you pick it over Sentinel? Like, Sentinel probably makes my main deck here. I think I'll pick up the Sentinel here. Yeah, I'll use 3. Okay, another Doomscourge. There's also a Packmate. There's also a land that I would really like. I think I'll just take the Packmate here. Being a solid card. Although I wouldn't mind the Doomscourge. And of course I wouldn't mind land. Packmate it is. Another Packmate. Okay, Packmates are flowing. That is... I'll take it. Packmate is a great card. It can work defensive. It gets me towards my Valky. It gets me towards my 7 lands. So yeah, three Sentinels is definitely a lot. But I'm a big Jasper fan. Let's say it like that. Okay, Shepherd is very late here. I would have liked that, but we're nowhere close playing the Shepherd. So I think it's either the Cavalry, the Sculptor, or the Breakneck Berserker. Berserker is a dwarf, so is the Cavalry. So I think it's between those 2. I think it's just another Cavalry here. It's another solid 2-drop. I don't have a lot of things to haste out, which worries me a bit. I can haste out the Hagimop. That's it basically. Maybe the Doomscourge. But Take it anyway. Probably the Masked Vandal. It's a dwarf for Magda. It's also just a great one-off in any deck, I would say. Is Jasper played standard? Yeah. Well, what kind of deck is it used in? I'm not really up to speed with the current standard metagame. I don't think I ever play a second Raven Wings here. Can't imagine that being correct. Could play a Mammoth Grove for the sideboard. Oh man, interesting deck so far. If I would make a cut, it would probably be Return Upon the Tide, but I'm not even sure. Could also be a Sentinel. Maybe I could the Elderleaf Mentor, although I like it that the body is the Carve. Okay, I'm very happy with another land here. I got 3 value lands now, which is great. The more value lands, the better, I think. This format, like, of course, you should be able to use them, but this is a deck that wants to get to 7 lands anyway with the Valky, so I don't mind drawing a couple of extra lands. Jasper helps me as well to cast the Valky and to use the lands. Yeah, I'm not sad about how this draft went. Actually pretty decent. I think I'll take the Broken Wings for the sideboard. I also don't mind the Funeral Longboat. It's pretty nice with the 1/1 of the Mentor. I can crew it with my dwarves. It taps the dwarves. I can crew it with my Jaspers. I think the Funeral Longboat is actually correct here. Let's see. Snakeskin Veil for the sideboard, I guess. We got one anyway, which is sweet. Ooh. Scorch Wield. I'll probably be playing that. Kinda like it. Think I'm ditching the Elderleaf Mentor then. Try to live the Hagi Mob Rune Dream. We get 4 lands, so that's 26, so we need to make some cuts. Maybe I cut the Cavalries. They're not that great in the deck. They are dwarves though. Maybe I should just play them for the fact that they are dwarves. Don't have a lot of removal. Honestly, I hardly have any. I have a Poison the Cup and that's it basically. I could use the Provoke the Trolls in the sideboard. Maybe I need it. Okay, Naya Timur Adventures. Hey, Carl.
Hey there.
Hey there. Give me a sec. I'll wrap up my stream quickly.
Sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. I just decided to stream a bit while I was waiting, and I got raided by GS, so I'll send the viewers somewhere.
No, do that. We can do this later. Keep doing your thing.
You sure?
Yes, 100%. We will find. We can do another time like this any day. We'll make it work.
Cool, Carl. We'll do that. Talk to you later, man.
You have a great. I'll come say hi in the stream.
Sure. Have a nice day. Enjoy your work day. Bye, mate. Okay. So no call with Carl. Carl with Carl. Okay, what do we have? Let's see. I really appreciate everybody hanging out, by the way, after GS's stream. Okay, let's see. Do we want to do fancy with the Raider Scarf and the funeral? Yeah, Carl is awesome, honestly. Did you guys hear him, or did I have his audio muted? Oh. I think you guys heard him. Sorry about that. Ah, okay, that's unfortunate. I'm not very used to having Discord calls while streaming. But yeah, he's a great guy. Like, the vehicle dream is nice. I like it that I can Discord Carls. Yeah, it's very confusing. I think I'll just cut the vehicles, cut the mentors, play it like this. I think it's a bit fancy to run the vehicles, honestly. Let's look at the mana base. What do we have here? Currently you have 6 green, 6 reds, 4 black. Sounds like a terrible mana base, honestly. Probably cutting some black. Maybe I should just treat the black like a splash. Yeah, that's probably the case. I'll just cut at least one swamp. Probably cut a mountain, add 2 forests. Let's see, that gives me... Hey, thanks for the follow, Carl. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. I drafted this giant monstrosity. I thought Gruul was open, but turns out it was not. Picked up some pretty sweet black cards in the process. So currently I have like 8/9 with the Veil green sources to get the Jaspers on the board. 5 red sources and 3 black. I think this is totally reasonable. Yeah, giant monstrosities are sweet. Anything you would change here, Carl? I don't have that much in the sideboard, but I considered running the vehicle package for a second, so both vehicles and both Elderleaf mentors. Then I would probably cut the Doom Scorches, both of them, and then include the mentors and the 2 vehicles. So then I need to cut 2 more creatures. I could cut a Sentinel then probably. Yeah, would you include the boats, the Jordan, with the mentors? I'm not sure. Doomscorch is quite the card as well, right? Like it becomes more of a 2-color deck, right? That leaves me with 3 black cards. Yeah, funny. You guys love different vehicles. Oh, love the advice. What would you cut then? Would you cut like a Dwarven reinforcement? Would you cut the Doom Scorches? Like I can definitely see cut the Doom Scorches. The cavalry, cut a Sentinel. Maybe leave the Sentinel in, play 1 mentor, something like this. Also, the reinforcements, add the cavalry back or add another mentor. Can see this being correct, honestly. I love how the mentor bodies crew both vehicles. I think it's so strong. I don't have that many go wide payoffs, so I don't need all the Dwarven reinforcements, I would say, but I also, especially now that I cut the Doom Scorches, I don't have any incentive to play the cavalry in my opinion. So I can play 1, but I could also see playing a Veil or a Mammoth Grove instead of the cavalry. I think this is reasonable. It's either this or remove the whole vehicle package and play the Doom Scorches. Carl says, looks fine. You know I'm all about fine decks. Skip a land. I don't think I want to skip a land, Marnik. I'm running Valky. I really want to reach 7. I also have 3 spell lands with the double Elderfall and the Skullcarn. I think playing 17 land is more than reasonable here. I'm not going to 18 due to the Jaspers, but if I didn't have 3 Jaspers here, I would probably be running 18 land. So I get that they definitely influence the land count, the Jaspers, but I think they're more of a reason to not play 18 than a reason to play 16. Oh, thanks, Carl. I totally understand, and let's reschedule. This time is pretty suitable for me. like 20:30 normally. So if you if you have a similar time slot later this week, then let's catch up. Would be good. I think I'll run it like this. Let's try out the vehicles, and if we don't like it, we can get the vehicles package out. Yeah, sure. Let me know, Carl. That's awesome. That is awesome. By the way, everybody that stayed after the GS raid, really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you being here. Okay, Armorine. Armorine, let's play first. Okay, that looks fine. Got the Carve on 3 and the Mentor on 4. Depending on how my opponent opens, I might not even play out the Vandal. Also having all the colors of lands is sweet here. Pretty sweet. Let's put me there. Okay, so now we got something to do on 2, so now we're definitely not running out the Vandal. I think it's turn 3 Carve, turn 4 Mentor, attack with the Carve. That's a pretty nice line. I like that a lot. Combo. You mean the Carve Mentor combo? Yeah. Got rewarded for putting it in the deck, I would say. Rewarded. There we go. Opponent holding Disdainful Stroke mana up. That would that would hurt. I would probably still run the Mentor in it, but nope. Gold Fame pick switches. Really awesome for us. Crewing the Carve, attacking. Okay, so we don't see a land, but we do see nice equipment. We don't mind drawing. Okay, that doesn't block the Carve very well, so it's probably Jasper reinforcements here. I could see running in the Mentor in as well. No, that doesn't make sense, right? I want a creature to die soonish. Let's see, what do we do here? Probably just use all the mana. Let's attack first. Bonus is tapped out, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that's also a sweet draw. Play out all the cards. Let's see. GG opponent. A beep beep. Carving right through, yeah. I honestly don't mind my draw so far. This has been quite the game for the deck, I think. A lot of things went right here. Okay, that's another Spirit of the Elder Guards. It's going to be quite a big one. Let's see. Probably wishing some more damage with Raven Wings. Guess I'll just Raven Wings the Elderleaf Mentor. Deal 4 or something. Let's see if I play this out. Cannot Raven Wings. So I need to draw exactly untap. Oh no, I have Jasper, of course. Jasper. Let's do this first. Get in for 4. Then use the Jasper to play out the Packmate. Green. Tap that. Yep. Draw the rune. Okay. Drawing rune here is pretty sweet. Said all my small creatures have that touch eventually. Nice. Seeing a bit of orange text in my Streamlabs, which suggests that I've Bit frame rate lag. I hope it's not too bad. So I apologize. The opponent having quite the snow deck here. I troll is a sweet card, but currently my opponent is not preventing damage through the air, which is good for me. Are we attacking your opponent? Because I'm definitely blocking. Nope, we're not attacking. I'll probably just attack heal 4 and then re-equip the Raven Wings, or add a rune to the Raven Wings and re-equip it somewhere. First, put the rune wings. Got a card. That's definitely a reasonable draw. I could also just play out the Mentor. No real reason to though. It's not like I'm dying next turn. Just play out the Mentor, use all my mana. At the same time, yeah, I'll just run out the Mentor. Need it here, I think. Let's see. I'm definitely not playing around board wipes this game. That's for sure. Okay, spent 2 snow mana, so we're scrying 2, bottom, for an answer here it seems. I think Jasper would be an answer. Yeah, Jasper would have been a blocker for Mentor at least. Oh. Okay, quite the snow deck, honestly. Don't think in these type of games a lot. Funeral Longboat is not very great against opponents, given the big creatures. At the same time, there's a Seeker here, Outrider here. Frostbite is a fine card. I am going to be on the draw, so I could definitely board out a land and like board in a Snakeskinville or something. Could be something that I could do, but don't think it's necessary. I really want to draw my lands. I'll leave it like this. If anybody in the chat has any suggestions, then feel free to shout them out. But currently, I don't see any. Opponent playing quite the brew. I think I'll leave it like this and run it back. See a lot of improvement I can make to the deck. Opponent's deck looked a lot stronger than mine. But I guess I was too fast, and opponent not having a flying blocker there. It's quite tough for them. Okay, sweet hand. I mean, Jasper into Finn into Raven Wings. Like, my opponent does not have an answer to Finn Raven Wings. Just going to die, which is good. Ooh, quite the lance. As I said, we don't mind lands that much, as long as we get some spell lands later on. Fine. It's another Jasper. Going deal 1 and attacking with the Finn here. I could have also played the Finn, played the other Jasper. Maybe that was a better turn sequence. I think it was. Most cases it's better to get your creatures on board. Maybe a slight misplay there. Yeah, I think it was a misplay. Yeah, that was a misplay for sure. Okay, that's a bit sad. I think I'll play out the Magda here. Magda, now I could tap down the Magda, make a treasure, play out the Jasper, play the Shimmer Reveal tapped. Definitely something that I can do, right? Yeah, so I'll play this as a, or a black, I guess a green. This to tap down the Magda. That's the Sentinel. Question is, do I want to trade with the Boreal Outrider here? Because everything is going to get a counter that's a green from now on. I don't think so. I think Finn and Raven Wings is just too good to pass up on here. I'm really hoping to draw my more expensive spells. I have 2 Jaspers out and a Magda that I can constantly tap. Okay, opponent is beholding. See if I can add a bit of music. Bit of you know if it's too loud. Okay, another land. Not the ideal draw. The ideal. Okay, it's a bit loud for me. Not sure how it is for you guys. And girls. Just want it in the background. Okay, so Finn is threatening lethal in 4 turns. Currently there's no answer. The opponent's... Oh, I forgot to tap the Magda. I missed out on a treasure here. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate. Yeah, so opponent needs to find an answer for the Raven Wings, otherwise I'm in pretty decent shape. Although opponent is going to be the beatdown pretty soon. Yeah, opponent is going to beat me down hard. Oh, and the Recluse is a blocker actually. Another... Oh. Ah, it's not giving me priority. I should probably set a stop then. So I missed two treasures. That's unfortunate. I think I'll just attack with the Finn. Opponent is going to beat me down horrendously, so I'm happy to trade here. I need to play a bit of defense here, I would say. I'll put it on the Magda to block the Seeker. I need to do some damage control here. For real. Ay, that's draw 3. I think opponent is running away with the game here. Just drew a couple too many regular lands. Like, if I drew a spell land, I think the situation would be better. Yeah, this is tough. I'm blocking here. I'll take 11 for now, I guess. Hope to find my poison the cup soonish or something like that. Again, I forgot to tap the Jasper. Or tap the Magda. It's Arena is not giving me the priority back for it, which is unfortunate. Okay, that's a decent draw. I think I'll foretell it, so I have the scry. So I'm killing the 5/6 here. Still taking 5 from the Seeker though. Don't think it's time to block yet. Pretty unfortunate that I didn't get the treasure tokens there. Ay. Sure, opponent. Let me do the scry first. I'll do the scry first. Last Vandal of use. No. Do I put the Sentinel on top? I don't think so. Something else than a Jasper Sentinel here to win the game. What did I do wrong, Marnik? What's the no? Oh, it shuffled my deck. Or not. Yeah, it probably shuffled the deck, right? Owner of target only puts it in the top of the bottom. Oh no, no, it's just at the bottom now, right? I think it's fine. Not sure what the no is about, but I think we managed. I mean, we're losing this game still, but don't scry immediately. Ah, because you mean like we're putting the Jasper on the bottom anyway? We can scry later on, is that what you mean, or? Yeah, but I probably didn't want to put it on the top. Okay, yeah, this is GG. Opponent looking at the top and leaving the card there, so probably not a good sign. Okay, I need a miracle off the top. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, so a couple of misplays there. I need to straighten up. Okay, so I think I'm cutting this package and I'm including the Doom Scourges again. I think Snakeskill Veil is pretty good against the Runashore. I'll put that in. And maybe I'll run the Longboat just because of the Sentinels. I could also run another Dwarven Reinforcements and go very wide. I think I like the Cavalry with the Doom Swords. Let's run it back like this. So my idea there, Marnik, and maybe it was wrong, but I was like, okay, let's scry first, and then I can decide later whether to put Jasper on the top or not. Like, Jasper was most likely going to the bottom anyway. Not the best hand, but we'll keep it. Unlimited, I'm operating under the assumption that I'm basically not mulliganing. Like, of course, if I have 7 spells or like 6 lands, probably this would have been a mull, but I think 5 lands with 2 playable cards is reasonable. Don't mind getting the tap land on board, even though I'm not sure which color to pick. It's just nice to have your tap land on the board. Not get punished by it later, and I already have all the colors. Just run it out. Okay, that's at least a playable 2. At least I have something to do with my mana on turn 2, which is nice. Okay, Fordell, that's unfortunate, so we have nothing to kill. Snakeskin Veil is not really a draw. Pass with the mana up, which is unfortunate. It's probably a Packmate here. Packmate? Don't think so. Opponent played out the land. If opponent is not doing anything this turn, so we knew that opponent has a Behold in the deck. Okay, it's Horizon Seeker. Very sweet. Can answer that. That was awesome. That was great play pattern for us. I really liked that. So I was considering not playing out the Doom Scourge. I have Snakeskin Veil up, and I think I'm going for that. So I think I'll run out the reinforcements now, and then have Doom Scourge Veil next turn to protect it. Okay, that's not a great blocker. Great blocker at all. Yeah, so I think I'll just attack. I assume, or I can attack with 1, right? And then I leave 1 back. Yeah, that's any. So that 1 can block the Outrider because it now has to attack. Yeah, that is the line. Okay. Okay, so now I'm regretting the earlier attack. So now I can do two things. I can either block with the Doomscourge, or I can Snakeskin Veil my Berserker and block it with that. Like, opponent has red-green up. I can also just block with the Doomscourge. And then see if this is a +4/+4 or something. Like, I don't need to keep the Doomscourge, right? I mean, this is fine. I drain one. I think this was the safest block to make. I think keeping the Snakeskin Veil in hand is pretty good with the pin. Another land, which is unfortunate. Let's attack for 5. Let's see, do I have any discard effects in the deck? Don't think I do. I don't think I do, so I could just run out the land, but keep it here just in case. I'm basically keeping it here just for the sake of my opponent not exactly knowing what I have in hand. Just to withhold some information. Game is looking good though. I mean, going to put the Raven Wings on the fin. Going to attack with everything. Going to deal 6 damage. Oh, opponent can of course block one of the 2/1s. Okay, so I'm probably not attacking with 2/1s then. So now the question is, do I trade my fin for the Thought Thief? And deal 5 with the Berserkers? I don't really need the fin, right? Opponent is very close to dying. Should I just attack with everything? I think I'll just attack with everything. I think I'm happy with the trade here. Like, I still have the flying threat that opponent needs to deal with. Yeah, I think it's... Okay, now I'm Snakeskin Veiling. I want to kill that creature. This could be punished, but I think the amount of value I can gain here is just too high. Okay, he saw it coming. That is fine. Got the saw it coming out of their hand, so they're not countering the Packmate now. And I lose a 2/1 token. And for some reason I'm allowed to keep my fin, which is just fine. I'm totally happy with that exchange. There's no way I'm casting Jasper this turn if I draw it, so there's no reason to play out the land. Okay. Guess I'll play out the mountain. There's no need to keep them in hand both. This way I can play like a 4-mana spell and equip the Raven Wings or something. I'm definitely blocking the Draugr, I think, here. Ooh, are we getting anything? No, we're not getting anything. Okay. Hagimob is a 5-drop. So I could equip the Raven Wings here, deal 4, and then play the Hagimob. That is fine line. And I think I'm attacking with the fin as well, because I'm happy to trade. Opponent in the tank. I didn't see that coming, honestly. Thought it would be a combat trick, but it was a counter spell on the hexproof. Fine, okay. Opponent taking the damage here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Okay. So we're drawing 2 here, and we have 2 very large creatures on the board, but it's not enough. Opponent did not have any answer for the Raven Wing in the deck, so that won me 2 games. Pretty fortunate. I like it. Yeah, his deck was actually way better than mine, I think, Marnik. He had a very decent snow deck, but I got there. I didn't see my Valky yet, so that's something that we still have going for us. I think I'll start out with the vehicle version again, and then I can always board in the Doomscourge version if for some reason I feel like it. I think it's better to open with the vehicle version, then let your opponent put all the artifact hate they have in their deck, and then play the Doom Scourge version. Try to trick them like that. Oh. XCOM. Our next opponent. I get to choose, and I think I'll play first again. This is not a bad hand. It's a carve into Elderleaf Mentor hand again, and we keep those. It won us a game earlier, so let's try to repeat that. Who else is looking forward to physical games of Magic? Because I know I am. Oh, Harrow. Okay, sure. Drop a forest. Hey, another lands. Well, can't complain about the lands. Seen enough of those. Yeah, definitely. Okay, opponent deals 1, decides not to trade with the raider. I think that's totally reasonable. Whip, or crew, I should say. 4. Another Jasper, that's unfortunate. I didn't really need another Jasper, but I'll take the Jaspers. How's the music on your side, Marnik? Is it too loud or is it fine? It bring you in a relaxed state, much as it is for me. Could be minus 10%. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I brought it down a bit. Hopefully that helps. Okay, the 3-2. Killing nothing, right? It's interesting. We have mana for the Hagimop. I think I'll do again. I'll attack with it again. Another land. The opponent has the option to jump block here. And we'll play 5-4 out. It's a background noise. Okay, that is... Yeah, but that's the intention. I mean, every time I watch somebody else's stream and they have loud music on, I'm not really watching a stream for the music, right? And just watching for the... well, the lessons that there are to be learned or enjoyment of it. Okay. One of my favorites. Edelweiss. Okay, double Rune of Mortality with a Rune of Flight already on the board. Ay ay ay. What's happening here? So Hagimop has a sweet attack here. So I think I'll see. Edelweiss. Edelweiss. If I play Jasper, play the Gladewalker. This is red 1, right? Yeah. Play the Gladewalker. Counter here. Crew with 1, 2, 3. Deck with 3. Shoot 1 damage here. Now opponent has 1 block. Probably blocking the Hagimop, I assume. And still taking 8 from the rest. Okay. Incoming 0 viewers. Why do you say that? What did I say? What did I say wrong? Okay, opponent did. Oh, the singing. Oh, yeah. Well, oh wow, this was an interesting deck. Quite the runes. A Mammoth Grove is good to know that it's there. A Jarl, it's good to know that it's there. Trogger's Helm. There's a green spell in here, so opponent is playing Sultai actually. And Chasm here. Let me see. I did not see any removal out of my opponent, only the Jarl. Only thing, I don't see a lot of reason to board in the Veil just yet. Don't think Cardur is a great card against opponents, and that there are very few creatures in the deck. I think I'll just run it back the way it was. Yeah, let's just run it back. I can keep in the lands. I don't mind having 17 lands, even on the draw. I think that's totally reasonable with this deck, given the Valky. Yep, I'll run it back. I'll run it back. Ay, 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 ay. That's the first time we see the Valky, but this is nowhere close to be. Oh, okay. Okay, opponents not aware we were going to mulligan, I guess. Deciding to end it there and then. Okay, so rather easy 2-0. My first opponent had the better deck. Yeah, that was a nice win, right? Thanks to Jordan. See you, mate. Yeah, bye indeed, Marnik. Yeah, that was a quick win. Okay, on to the next one. The finals against Milosh. Not a familiar name to me, but happy to play against them. Okay, so no green mana here, but we do have a Dwarven Reinforcements on turn 2. Fortunately, on turn 3 we cannot double spell with Frostbite and Dwarven Reinforcement. It's a bit unfortunate. I think this is still a keep. Not a great hand, and it's definitely go wrong in multiple ways. But I think I'll just play defensive with the Dwarven Reinforcements and see where we end up. Did you watch any of the Pro Tour action, Marnik, this weekend? Must say it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. The bit that I saw, I didn't saw my. Oh, we should have led with a red. I think we're still just doing this, and we'll take some fearless pup damage here. Ah, okay. Okay, that's another sweet frostbite target. So next turn I'm running out the reinforcements. I'm playing the Elder Fall tapped, and then yeah, quite highlights, huh? That was pretty sweet. Could also go for the Jasper now. Think that's reasonable to go for the Jasper now. To go reinforcements Jasper. Jasper does block pups. So next turn I'll have access to 5 mana this way. Could play a Haki Mob if I draw it, for example. Did you saw the Arna highlight where he played around the Ox? That was really sweet. I can't even completely describe what he did, but it was really nice. I think we're holding up the mountain here. this, and then we'll end the turn. Yeah, that was sweet. I wasn't even completely aware that worked. So I learned something from that clip, and I always like that when it happens. That was definitely sweet. Okay, with a crown. Interesting choice from opponent. Opponent getting in here. I mean, Mentor still blocks Pup, right? Equip this turn. Think passing here. Yeah. Take a couple of damage from that. Lay out the Elder Hall. I'll foretell the poison the cup. Like this. Scamfar Elder Hall is going to kill a creature next turn, which is really nice. It's a lot of value, making 2 1/1s against this board and also killing the Berserker. I don't think I'm in any hurry. That's going on the Berserker. I'm probably frostbiting in response. Well, I can just frostbite that, right? Yeah, let's go. Now next turn I Elder Fall the Berserker and then I attack with everything. And oh. Opponent definitely on the back foot here. I'm not sure what happened here. Okay. Opponent trading for the Jasper. That gives us a creature in the grave. Which might come in handy later. Again, anyone that's still here from G-Ash's stream, appreciate it. Appreciate it if you drop me a follow, if you like the content. I'm streaming like 2, sometimes 3 times a week, mostly for 2 or 3 hours. Drafting best of 3 in most recent set, so currently that's Kaldheim. Enjoying myself. This needs 2 reds, and without the Jasper I cannot cast it right now. Let's get in. Damage. Play out the Finn. There's no real reason to play out the land. My opponent is running Disciples. It's better to play out the land. Yeah, I think I'll run it out. It prevents a draw. If opponent plays Skull Raid, it prevents a draw on my opponent's side, which is a reason to keep it. But okay, Vengeful Reaper, Harrow. You just poison the cup that. Let's hope opponent spends some mana equipping it. Conte Partiro, you mean the song, right? Oh, okay. Bye Finn. Had fun. On Spotify it says time to say goodbye. But it could definitely be actually Conte Partiro. I think I'll keep the Mentor. I can drop the Sentinel. Although Sentinel makes the land playable, right? Very close to lethal now. Deck. Opponent down to 5, and then next turn I have the Jasper, and then soon we can use the Skullcarn. I think that's reasonable. It's the version with Sarah. Wow, you're kinda into this, Marnik. I tried to enable my what I was playing on Spotify on Twitch, but I think I failed. I have the panel on my my Twitch personality, but yeah, I think I know that one, Marnik. I think I know that one. I think you're correct. Italian. Wow, this is an interesting game so far. Opponent has been on the back foot, while opponent is actually playing a rather aggressive deck. The 3 way downs is pretty shocking. I think I've ever played 3 way downs in the deck. That seems interesting. But hey, opponent is in the finals, so considering an attack here, I think this is lethal. Three waydowns is too much according to LSV. Well, I think I'll agree with LSV on this one. I think that is indeed way too much. I think it's very hard to actually get 3 creatures in the bin. I've played games where I didn't achieve that. Opponent being quite the aggressor. I think I leave in the. I think I leave it the way I have it now. I think the Doom Scorches are pretty bad against the Waydowns. I think I'll run it back. I could put another Dwarven Reinforcements in the deck. They are quite the blockers against a lot of what opponent has. I'll put that one back. Messing this up. So I'll put the reinforcements in. I think I'll remove the cavalry. Either a Jasper or a cavalry. I think I'll go for the cavalry. So like this. Yeah, it's way too much. Oh, damn jokes. It's a good one, Marnik. Get it. Okay, that's a keepable hand. I'll open with the mountain, just in case my opponent opens with the pup. Could be a pup. Yeah, it's the pup. I think I'll just frostbite that. Very mana efficient to do that. Wait, why are you on the play? Was I? Was I on the play? Yeah, I was. Okay, so opponent feels their deck is more late game than mine, or more control. Like, I have no clue. Marnik, do that. I have no clue, Marnik, honestly. Not sure what Milos is thinking here. Yeah, indeed. They had multiple 3/2 hasters in their deck. And multiple fearless pups. I cannot imagine being on the draw is correct for them. And they haven't even seen my late game, right? I killed them with 1/1s basically, so I don't think they have a fair judgment of what kind of deck I'm playing here. But maybe that goes both ways. Maybe we don't have a fair judgment, but like, we're in the finals, so I'm not going to say a lot of bad decks about opponent, right? I mean, I shouldn't say any bad things about opponent, honestly, but Wither Crowns and the way downs and it all feels a bit sketchy to me. That could just be me, of course. I can do a couple of things here. I think it's just correct to run out the Mentor here. I lose 2 damage this turn. That gives me way more damage next turn. Yeah, let's go for that. And then I'll play the Veil on black. Here. But indeed, that sounds like a mistake to me as well. I didn't think, I should be on play here. I notice when my board gets too wide, my camera is on top of it. I should maybe make my camera a bit smaller. But this will also fix it now. I ordered one of those green screen thingies for the back of my chair. Forward to try that out. Seize the spoils opponent is probably means you're taking 6 here. I think I'll just run out the opponent can definitely have a board wipe. But I don't think I have the luxury to play around that. I mean, opponent is heavy black. Like the -3/-3 would be horrendous here. Killing 2 creatures wouldn't be that good for opponent. Berserker, that's going to be a 3/3. So that's a nice blocker for opponent. Yeah, the deck is all over the place. It's quite a deck. I'm not sure what we're trying to accomplish. It won 2 matches, so I assume it has a solid plan. Okay, so opponent has 2 blocks. And we draw another land, which is unfortunate. Question becomes, do I attack all and lose a 2-1 in the process? Sure, is it random? No, I don't think it. No, I don't think it's random. Oh, you mean whether this is the actual finals? No, it's not random. I'm pretty sure this opponent won 2 matches of Magic. I'm pretty sure this is an actual finals, as in one of us is going 3-0 here. Pretty sure that's how it works. Really sad if that was not the case. I think there would be a lot of complaints. But the question becomes, do I throw away a 2-1 here, basically? I mean, there's no real reason to throw away a 2-1, right? I can just attack with the Mentor. Like I deal 4 then, lose a 2-1. Maybe it is better to just throw away a 2-1. Should I then also attack with the 1-1s? Like I'm assuming one of the 2 is going to block the Mentor here. Maybe it's just better to all out. I think it's better to just all out. Like if my opponent somehow decides to not kill the 3-2, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, blocking either the... Yeah, okay. So, attack with the 1-2 and the 1-1 was a good one, I think. Yeah, force the damage through, indeed. Get this game over with. I don't have any gas in hand anymore. So, it's just time to end this before my opponent somehow stabilizes. Okay, opponent down to 8. Depending on how the turn goes, we could be the defender after this turn, right? If there's another creature now, that would make the Berserker. Yeah, so that's the Berserker is a 5/5, and now my opponent has 2 actual blockers. Like if my opponent decides to attack with the 5/5, I'm of course just jamming again. But I can't imagine my opponent attacks here being on 8 and all. I think my opponent wants to stabilize further. I think I'll keep declining this for a couple more turns. Ay, the Vandal. I know that my opponent has an Helm. And the Vandal is not really doing anything on this board. But I think I'll just keep the Vandal in hand. I think I'll just pass here. I need to draw a bit more value here. I need to draw something. Okay, Fierce Pup is also a great blocker. Another double spell turn would hurt me a bit. Luckily, that's not a double spell turn. Not giving up on the Jasper. Okay, that's an unfortunate draw. Drawing 1 or 2 too many lands here. Like find a spell, but I think if opponent makes this a 7/7 and attacks with it, I'm likely to block with the Jasper and the 1/1. Just to get rid of the Wither Crown. Okay, that makes it a 3/2, so Oh wow, another double spell turn. My opponent is going off. If I was opponent, I would attack here. I would attack with the 7/7 at least. And I might also attack with the Vengeful Reaper. I think leaving the 3 ground creatures back, the small ones, is more than reasonable here. I think I would start doing damage. I mean, I'm on 15. Okay, opponent decides against it. Pretty happy. I draw another land. That's pretty crappy. This will kill the rune at least. And it's another blocker. Oh, I could also kill, of course, the Wither Crown. I could have done that years ago, but I think I'm pretty happy with how this went. No, I don't have any attacks here. Yeah, yikes indeed. Yikes indeed. I totally missed a Vandal with a Crown interaction, by the way. But, like, with a Crown is hardly annoying. Come on, opponent, just attack. You have a 7/7. Start making me jump. Like, okay, we're attacking for 2. I'll just throw the Sentinel. Don't need the mana source anyway. Yikes, another land. Play that out, no attacks. So we have 8, 9 of our lands in the top 16. Say we're a bit flooded out of proportion, I think. Playing 17 lands. Another double spell turn for opponent. Wow, this is... I think there's a way in my deck to get back from this. Let's see. That blocks there. I think that blocks there. Omisoa. Let's see. This is a tough one. I would like to block like this. Take 9, 11, 13. I'm close to that, but not entirely that. Yeah, it looks like we're done. I don't think there are any good blocks here. I would definitely like to kill the Berserker, but just better. Yeah, this looks like a lost game to me. I just want to see what my next draw is. Jokes. Okay. Okay. That happens. That happens from time to time. I mean, we were quite lucky in our run so far, so... Honestly, I don't think I need to change anything about my deck. In a Mammoth Grove, but if this would give trample, it would be so much better. But since it does not, I'll just run it back. This is such a mediocre Jund deck. I don't think we should lose from this opponent, given the interesting set of cards that they're playing. But like, if I have another game like the previous one, a loss is definitely an option. This is a great hand though. I mean, I have a lot of playables here. Depending on my opponent's opener, I either foretell or play Finn. Not sure. Yeah, Valky one time, indeed. We drafted a Valky and we haven't seen it once. Yeah, we saw it once in the 7 spell opener, and in response to that, my opponent my opponent conceded for some reason. That was interesting. Insta scooping. So playing out the Fangbearer here gives me nothing except for a Fangbearer attack next turn. I think it's just Backmate here. Just foretell the Packmate attack with the Sentinel. Like, there's nothing I can do with the mana, so just play towards a Packmate. So next turn I'll have access to 4 mana. So I'll probably play the Swamp, Arrow. I'll use all 4 of my untapped mana here. I could also open with Packmate and then just see what comes out of it. Okay, a Carve. I think I'll play something here. I think I'll just play the Fin. Depends a bit. Do I want to go aggressive with the Longboat or do I want to go defensive with the Fin? Not sure. I think I'll go for the Fin. And I'll definitely block the Berserker if opponent for some reason offers it to maybe threatening Runamok or something. Next turn I again have 4 mana, so I could just play the Cerul's Packmate. Sounds reasonable. I'm probably trading here if my opponent offers it. Does not. I could get in for 4 and then play out the Longboat. I think that's the play. I could also make this a 2-4. Then opponent needs to double block. It's also reasonable actually. I think both are very reasonable plays. Like I could put it here, attack for 4, try to get my opponent down the normal way. Also put it here, attack for 2, and at the same time applying the poison counters. I think both are very reasonable things to do. That said, the Packmate as is does crew the Carve. I think this one is close. I think this one is honestly close. I think I'll go for the Packmate. And now I'll play out the Longboat so I can crew either Sentinel or Fangbearer and trade it with the Berserker. It's also a nice attacker next turn. 1-1 up. I can crew both, doesn't really matter, right? Now I have the option to make it either green, red or black. It matters a lot. The best thing to do is make it red. Given that I've... or black, right? Yeah, I have the least black sources, so I make it black. I need 2 black for my Elder Hall lands that I have 2 in the deck. That's why I want 2 black actually. Yeah, correct, Marnik. That's definitely true. Yeah, yeah. I liked both options here. I liked the 2 for that touch and the maybe the 2 for that touch was the correct line there. Case. Okay, we're Riddick crowning the 4-4. That resolves. Opponent attacking here. Yeah, opponent. 3-3. Probably block this that. I think I'll play out the Packmate first. Then I could decide whether to play the Sentinel out as well. Play out the Sentinel. And I'll probably do it with the Gladewalker. It's either Gladewalker or the 3-3 Packmate, but I think I want to keep the Packmate back as a blocker. I think I'll tap the Gladewalker, attack with these 2. I miss 1 damage then, but I do leave back the Packmate. I think that is totally... Applying the poison counters here. Interesting game so far, definitely. If opponent double spells again, this attacks for 6, and I cannot block it. reasonable fashion. So I'm taking another 6, but luckily I've poisoned the cup up. I'll probably foretell this and then kill the Bilski Berserker at some point. Yeah, so that's another double spell. The helm is most likely going on the Berserker, and we're basically racing here. Okay, the helm is not going on the Berserker. Are we holding the Berserker back then? Because I think that's a mistake. Okay, we're not holding it back. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'll just attack here and do the foretell thing that I said earlier. If I give my 3/3 for the Raider, I can do that. I can attack with everything, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I deal 4, of which 2 are poison counters, I trade the 3/3 for my 2/1. Why not block the 4/3? I'm not sure what you mean, Marnik. Maybe I missed something, or could definitely be the case. I'll just offer everything here. Although I could leave this back to block the 3/2. Yeah, maybe that's correct. Although it's only saving me 2 damage and it's dealing 1 extra. 1, 3, 5. Oh, didn't it have menace? Oh, that was definitely my fault then. No, that was just my. If it did not have menace, that was definitely my fault. I thought it triggered that turn, but maybe I missed that. I thought opponent played the 3/2 and the helm. But could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. I'm not sure, Marnik. Okay, so opponent deciding what to trade with. Trading with the Finn. Sell this. Turn. Let's see if opponent has another double spell up their sleeves. That's a foretell card. So no double spelling, it seems. I'm assuming we're helming the Berserker here. Anything else with our mana? I'll just kill it now. Resting. I'll do it. I could also just take the tap land, play out the reinforcements now. Yeah, I think that's better. This just lethal? Let's do the lethal test. Yay! Won the finals. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, it wasn't the best Jund deck. I mean, we saw it being drafted on stream. Great, but we got there. Ooh, nice card back. It's the World 3, right? Think so? It's pretty sweet. Yeah, quick screenshot of this monstrosity, as we called it before. I think it's the best deck, but we got there. Got there. Okay. You would still cut a land. Well, I would cut a land in best of 1, but remember, Marnik, this is best of 3, right? We're just drawing normal hands here, so I think a 17 land mana base is pretty reasonable. And I fully agree with you that having 3 Sentinels could be a reason to go to 16 lands. I totally agree. I just think there are 2 main reasons to play 17 lands. Maybe 3 even. The first one is, my mana base is horrible, right? So if I go down to 16, which color am I cutting? Right? I hardly have enough green. I have only 3 black. Yeah. I mean, so I think the fact that we're 3 colors is a reason to not go down. Second reason is the fact that we have 3 of the spell lands. So we have the Image from Skullkarn and the Elder Falls. So you could say that I'm already playing 16 lands, because 3 of them are a spell. And then the last reason is the Valky, right? This deck doesn't mind to get to 7 lands eventually. So I think drawing an extra land here and there does not hurt the deck as much. Like if my curve would end at 4, for example, then of course I would play probably 16 with it. Yeah, you're fair. Maybe we don't need 7 because we can use 1 or 2 Jaspers on the board to get it. And indeed, I never drew it, so that's a shame. But I think those are the 3 reasons that I'm playing 17 here and not 16. Maybe there's even a 4th reason. I mean, Carve is better the more lands you have in your deck. I think we didn't get a single land off of Carve this draft. But normally you get like 1 in 2 is like a hit, which is pretty great. So all in all, I think 17 was correct here, but I totally see that that Magda and the Sentinels might make you lean towards 16. But at least that's my reasoning. There you have it. Okay, thanks a lot, peeps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody who stayed after GH raided me.